23rd. So
Saturday.
Something like that. Last night, just do a little recap, since I know there's not a whole lot of video. Started 6th in the heat, got 4th. Probably should have had 3rd, but it is what it is. Had a lot of front end damage after the heat race. Didn't make the redraw, so started 11th in the feature. I think we really had a top 4 car, really a true top 4 car, until we lost a rocker arm, or not lost, but broke a rocker arm with like 7 to go, and we just couldn't hang on as the race kept getting longer and longer. So we were, like I said, we were up to 4th, and we ended up finishing 6th.
All right, we are here at Oglebe. Just completed the drivers' meeting. Like I said, there's 38 mods, so there's going to be 4 heats of B-mods. Cody's in the 4th heat, and he's starting last because, of course, he drew number 92. So he's starting last. It is passing points format. Top 16 in passing points are going to make it to the A. The rest will go to one of 2 Bs. Looking at the track right now, it looks like it's probably going to be pretty dry or drier. So Cody is out there making changes right now, because the dry here is different than a lot of other tracks. It gets really dry, and you need a little bit of a different setup. Luckily, we have notes from when we were here last fall for the Fall Classic. It was very dry. That's the race that he went from like 24th or 25th to 4th. So hopefully that works in our favor. Of course, we do have a stacked heat race, which anytime you come to these kind of special events, there's lots of good cars. I mean, we race against good cars every night, but at these, there's just, most everyone's good. So it's a stacked heat race, and I guess we're just gonna hope for some good. a real quick turnaround here from the heat to the B feature. We are in the B feature. We are starting on the front row outside. So that's what it looks like. So again, just switch tires. We're not changing much. Just switch tires. And a quick turnaround here. We'll talk to Cody maybe after the B feature. Of course, he's not happy with how the heat race went. They kind of went in and like stopped, and he about ran him over, I think is kind of what happened, and he got sideways. Of course, he's frustrated with himself. Should have made better decision in that one, but you know, the car's fast, and we'll just regroup and see what happens in this next race.
Inside of the front row, and that 33 to his outside of the enrichment of the B37 should be Cody Borgeson. Wyatt Boyum at International Falls going to start inside of the second row of the 21, and Cole Boston out of Lindstrom to the outside of the 33C. Hodet, Bob Hammond, Jason Holmes, the final Jake Hagman and two-time winner Cody Borgeson is going to lead this field to that Shaw Trucking starts up, getting set to do it. 12 laps to this is top 4 Amy. Leader on and out, green flag waving down by the
trying to make me take off and then whatever, but
he got you a little bit, but not much.
You obviously don't know who my dad is. My dad's like the king of starts, and he isn't gonna get me on them.
No, he looked good. He looked comfortable. I felt like it looked better.
It was really good.
And 1 and 2 when you would diamond it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Instead of running it all the way around.
Yeah. I know, I agree, but like 3 and 4, I kept getting a little too loose on entry because like where the cars go off the track, there's a hump there.
Yep.
And you either have to lift well after it and let the car slide to the cushion, or you have to lift before it so when it hits the bumps, you're not in the gas and it spins the tires loose. And I did it a couple times. I'm like, oh god, that guy beyond me. And then I saw Amber kind of clapping her hands. I'm like, they're on me or I'm killing them.
I'm killing them. Yeah.
So we gotta get this thing up in the air.
Yeah. Yep.
There's a mod or a B feature.
Nope. No, just one more, and then there's one more B feature in the B mods intermission.
Amber probably or mom, doesn't matter. Figure out how much time we have. So
I'll go run up to the tower. I think they said like a 15-minute intermission, or as long as he needs to do whatever he's.
So Ogilvie Raceway, as you can see, we formed up 4 wide for the Midwest Modifieds down the back straightaway. All you race fans here on the front straightaway, get up on your feet. What a show these guys put on last night. Lucas Rodeo, your winner, Jake Smith was all over him. See if the Green North Dakota driver can go back to back and print his superior fuel sweep homes alive. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for your Midwest Modifieds? Here we go.
Alright guys, wrap this video up. It is Sunday morning. Obviously last night we raced Oglebe. Went in the gate for 92. Started 9th, finished 6th, was up to 4th at one point. I absolutely really screwed myself and everyone that came and helped us. Should have at least minimally had a 4th place car, but instead of racing my race, I let the guy that was on the outside of me race the race for me, and kind of got in my head a little bit. It doesn't happen too often, but it does happen, and like I said, just screwed up. So learning experience, move on, move forward with it. You know, next week I guess is a new week, and long story short, that put us on the front row outside for the B main. Won that by like 2 seconds. Had a really good car. Came in for the feature. I think we started 17th at one point. We were up to, I think, 9th. We turned the 5th fastest lap of the feature while in amongst all the traffic, which is pretty good. Just unfortunate the car didn't stay that good. Went out with a 1/2 inch of stagger, came back in with an inch of stagger, and with the setup we were running, that just wasn't good enough for what I needed in a car to be able to maneuver through traffic and you know, ultimately move up to, you know, our goal was a top 5 or a top 10, but we ended up finishing 14th. It is what it is. We opted after long discussions to just stay at home and basically just regroup, really, because it's been a long week for everyone, not just myself. We're chasing points at 2 different tracks. We figured the car's in one piece. We don't have a whole lot of work to do this week, so we should just probably get the car all washed up and whatever else. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We will see you at Red Cedar Speedway on Friday night, Cedar Lake Speedway on Saturday. Yeah, so like I said, like this video, share with your friends and family, comment below, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, take care, and see you guys later.